Whether they like it or not, you are still blessed and highly favored. Listen, I don't care who don't like you. I don't care who hates your guts. Whether they like it or not, you are still blessed and highly favored in the Most High eyes. Because let me tell y'all this. People hate when you are blessed. People hate when you are not bothered. People hate when you are not miserable like they are. These people get out of the bed first thing in the morning. And what they looking for? Chaos. They're looking for trouble. They are looking for somebody to blame. Instead of blaming themselves and take responsibility and change their funky ways, they want to get mad at you and do this. Point the finger. That's what they best to do. Point the finger at somebody instead of pointing the finger at themselves. But let me tell y'all this. These people that's mad because you did not retaliate. You ain't cuss them out. You ain't argue and fight with them. You wash your hands with these people. And some of these people could have been your so-called friends, so-called family members. You had to turn the other cheek. As a matter of fact, turn both of your cheeks and walk away. Because these people that's flat out miserable. You see, people hate when you smiling. They hate when you in a healthy relationship. They hate when you put yourself first. They hate when you focus on your own self. They just hate it. Because guess what? When you do all these things, that means you is not sad like they are. They know you're not going to allow no misery into your house, aka company. They know you are done with them. And that's why they mad at you. But they got to respect it because guess what? You are doing things that these people would never, ever be able to do, y'all. You got to realize, everybody out there in today's society is not living the way you are living. Some people choose to be miserable. Some people just choose to be evil and funky. That's a bad combination. How you could be evil and funky at the same doggone time, but we got some people out there like that. Their attitude is so messed up that they want to project all that into you like it's going to work. It's not going to work. But see, these people that's mad because you are doing something with your life. You got goals to complete. You got assignments that need to be done. These people know you are blessed and highly favored. These people know God blessing you. This is why they mad. Like I said, y'all could be in a relationship and they don't even know it. But let the moment, the day they find out, girl, he a hoe. Bro, she a hoe. Why you dating her? They just mad because nobody don't want they stinking rotten behinds. This is why. Personally, me, if I was in a relationship, I would not post it on social media because it is so many, not all, but so many miserable people on social media. The moment they see a picture of y'all together, y'all know how they do, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all gotta keep that stuff off the internet. Now, I'm not telling you what to do with your relationship. That's on you, but realize this. It is so many, not all, but so many miserable people on the internet. It is not funny. They live in this fairy tale land. When they get off social media, they miserable. But when they see you, the same person that you are on social media, they get mad. They have all the money, all the cars, and they still mad. Because you know why? They not happy. These miserable brats is not happy, y'all. They gotta be lucky. No, I take that back. Not lucky. They gotta be blessed to be breathing. Because look at all these people leaving this world. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. Rest in peace to George Foreman. Rest in peace to Biggie's mother. Rest in peace to not George Foreman. I always don't say him, but rest in peace to, Lord have mercy, what's that singer name? Robert Flack. Rest in peace to her as well. And all the other people that transition. These people ought to be They gotta be blessed that they are still breathing. It ain't all about the money, the cars. It's about breathing, taking care of yourself. But not too many people don't want to hear that. But guess what? It's the truth. But some people just choose to be miserable, y'all. And they hate your guts because you are happy. Yeah, we finna be brutally honest. Some of them hate because you are breathing. But God forbid, if something happened to you, they be at the first one of your funeral crying. And you tell me that ain't fake love and fake support, I don't know what it is. And when you were living, where the support and where the love was at. My point exactly. But guess what? You ain't going nowhere, because guess what? God ain't finished with you yet. This is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Even though your bad days when you get out the bed, you still blessed and highly favored. It could be raining outside, pouring down raining, and guess what? You still happy. Some people see the rain, Lord have mercy, it's raining. Be lucky. No, I gotta start saying be lucky. Let's be blessed that you are living. And y'all even got the fancy cars, the jewelry, flashing money on the internet. People that flash money on the internet, you already know how their mindset is. They want to seek validation from other people. But you can have $1 to your name and you still happy. You can have $100 to your name and still happy. Because guess what? You blessed and highly favored. And behind the scenes, you know more is coming. Let me read something to y'all. God said, nothing against you shall prosper. He will make your enemies a footstool. No one can close the doors he will open. You are blessed and highly favored. Through him, you will go higher. Do you just hear what I just said right now? You will go higher. So what that means, new level, new devils, but no matter what, you will go higher. You just got to believe in yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have these insult brats, these little baby children, these little raw rats running around here talking about you can't do this, you can't do that. Funny thing, you put in the work. Funny thing, you ain't stopping. You could have gave up if you wanted to, but guess what? You still moving. That's why they mad. That they know God finna bless you. Oh, he ain't stopping. She ain't stopping. They behind the scenes talking trash. Behind the scenes mad at you. And look at them, they got all the money. They still competing with you. So what that tells you right there, you could have $100 million, you still could be pissed off. You can have all that you want and still be unhappy. And what did that tell you? Materialistic things materialistic things don't mean a doggone thing. You can have a house on the hill, all these things, and you still mad at somebody. Because they are making it. But let me tell y'all this. These people depend on materialistic things to make them happy. That they're showing off their car. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that, though. But they depend on a car, on a house, some jewelry that make them happy. No, that ain't the way. When you are healthy, you are happy. When you go to the doctor and dentist and you do a checkup on your mental health and stuff like that. When you got the right people in your circle, you are blessed, because not too many people have that. Now, you'll be blessed if you got one friend, but let me tell you this. If you ain't got no friends, none of that, you got your peace, your mental health is in green mark check, guess what? You still blessed and highly favored. For some of you, you don't even talk to your own family. Some of you had to move away from your state to get away from your family and the people from your hometown because they hate what you will be becoming. People hate being around positive people. Guess what? That's a good thing, because guess what? You don't want these type of people in your life anyway. They ain't nothing but distractions. These people ain't here no nothing. When you are blessed and highly favored, people don't like that. The wrong people, but the right people, which is strangers, is going to clap and root for you. We don't have a jealous bone in our body. No. We don't do that over here. We support one another. But sad to say, You be your own people. That's the messed up part about it. This is why they say keep your good news to yourself. Because you may never know who's praying on it to crash, who is praying on it to downfall. They don't want you to make it. They don't want you to have a smile on your face. When you got a smile on your face, they pissed off. But you walk around here with a frown on your face, they get happy. What type of people is that? Mentally sick people, y'all. I don't care what you going through. You still blessed and highly favored, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, people out there today's society on that stuff, they walk around with their head down. And some of these people, they need to be very, very humble. They need to humble themselves. Because like I said, all these people that left this world, they had a chance to go after their dreams or after their next goals. You get me? They know that they were going to leave this world. And they sit here walking around here. I'm talking about these negative people mad at you because you doing your thing. You humble. You ain't got to go out there and go on social media to show off anything that you got. But here they are worrying about you. Trying to compete with you. You ain't studying these people. Because guess what? Blessed and highly favored people don't compete. They don't worry about nobody. They don't kiss nobody's behind. They ain't got to sell their soul. They ain't got to get on the internet and act like a complete idiot or show themselves. None of that. They hate you because it's you that's doing it. They hate you because they want to be you. They hate you because they are not you. Pay attention. And for some of you, you hate the way you look. Let me tell you something. These people ain't even happy with their own self. That's why they at you 24/7. That's why you're getting all these spiritual attacks. They say you this and that, but guess what? You look in the mirror every day. You love who you are. And not only that, man, look. You got the Most High by your side. Who they got by their side? Satan himself. And they around here pretending to be happy. But behind the scenes, they hurting. They didn't want to hurt other people. Remember, hurt people. Or hurt people try to hurt other people. But they end up hurting their own self. How can you hurt somebody that's blessed and highly favored? Come on, man. Come on now. That don't make sense to me. It really doesn't. But in the world we're living in today, today's society, 99% people is miserable. And you got the other half minding their own business. Ain't gotta have 100 friends in they clique and they circle. They can have 2, 3, maybe even 1 if they that doggone lucky. Or better yet, no friends. And they still out there happy. And they wondering, you ain't got no friends. You better talk to your family. So what's up? Why you so happy? Because you breathing. Duh. These people are just straight up miserable, y'all. They just want to be in your shoes. They wish they had that type of resilience. They wish they can be just like you, but these people, the only thing they can do is wish. The only thing they can do is sit there and just watch. They are watching you like you on a television. Let them watch. But they can never ever be like you. And they want to change their ways. They need to get that darkness out of their heart. Because whether they like it or not, you still going to be blessed and highly favored. And you still doing a good job. You could be struggling and still doing a good job. It ain't none of that concern anyway. Some of them want to ask questions because you make it look so easy. That's another reason why they mad. You made things look so easy. This is why they want to ask all these personal questions. But it's none of their concern. Like I said, none of their beeswax. But let them think what they want to think. Because it ain't none of your business. At the end of the day, you get out that bed, you go out there, you make your money, and you do your side hustle on the side. And guess what? That's why they want to know what keep him so happy. What keep her so happy? They ain't got no friends, no relationship, no none of that. What makes them so happy? Because you got God on your side. That's why you are happy. And God we trust over here. We all know who they celebrate, but over here, the Most High, G-O-D. So don't sweat it when these people coming at you. They're coming at you because they are obsessed. They are your secret fans. You must be doing something right. These people just hate you because you capital B blessed. You can be struggling, you still blessed. You can be sick and you still blessed. You could be going through a tough situation and you still blessed. Because guess what? You did not give up. Because you keeping the faith right now. And these people is in your shoes, man, look, they won't even last a day. They would have gave up and surrender. Do it the white flag time out, I surrender. I can't do this no more. As a matter of fact, we're going to be honest. These people are admired by you. Because they try to put you through so much hell. Life itself try to put you through so much hell. Ever since you was a child and you still here standing today. To this day, you still standing. You are still resilient, my friends. My friend. You are bad mama jamma. You are bad to the bone. Why you think these people mad at you? They want to be like you, but they can never ever be like a king or a queen. They don't want to be. They don't woulda, coulda, shoulda. And they can follow your footsteps, then that's maybe. They will accomplish some things, but they got to get the Most High in their life. They need to stop following that devil. Stop being so distracted. Stop being on wicked time. Then that maybe they will get it together and be on the same level you want. But until that day, they still going to be remaining where they at today. Mad, pissed off, distracted, angry, mad at their own selves. That's called self-hate. Then, if they mad at their own kind, that's self-hate. Self-hate. Instead of just clapping and rooting for you and being inspired, they get jealous. I don't know, man. But guess what? We ain't gonna let that make us sad, though. Hell to the no. No. That's just gonna make us, like I said in the notes, make us go even more higher. We like a rocket. We're gonna take off on these suckers. That's word the mother and father right there. But let's remember this, y'all. And this is right here ain't no, how the kids say, this ain't no cap, this ain't no fiction. This is straight up facts. When you are happy, when you're not telling nobody your business, people want to figure you out. And when they can't figure you out, they get mad. Because these people know God blessing you. And they don't like it. Well, if they don't like it, they can go straight to flames and burn. I ain't trying to sound mean when I say that, but these type of people are so miserable. They already burning. Because let's think about it. Miserable people don't get up and just mind their own business. They got to get up and spread some chaos into the world. They got to get up and make other people's life a living hell. Or at least try. But people like y'all, it don't work. So, don't even worry about these people. If it's your own family, your so-called friends, just pray for them. And just go on about your life. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do what make you happy. And you ain't got to go on the internet and bash nobody. That's to make yourself feel better. Then, when you done doing all that, you still miserable and happy. Y'all ain't got to do that. Because guess what? You ain't got that type of wicked soul in yourself. Your spirit, your soul is so clean. I'm talking about cleaner than Mr. Clean's products. But on the real though, we Ain't gotta bash nobody. Because guess what? Blessed and highly favored people don't do that. We ain't gotta envy nobody. We ain't gotta go on the internet and seek validation. We too smart for that. We too book smart and too street smart for that. So that's remember. If you keep wondering why you keep on getting spiritually attacked, these people just want to be just like you. They want to be blessed and highly favored too, and they can. They got to get that stuff out their heart. They got to get that stuff out their system. But I will say this before I go, before I leave. If they want to ever be like you, they need to learn from the teacher. The student can never ever compete with the teacher. Y'all the teacher. Y'all can son these people or daughter them. You just gotta listen. Listen to the teacher. Tell them, listen to the teacher. You might learn a couple of things. You might learn a thing or two. You know what I mean? But just remember, we blessed and highly favored over here. Positive vibes only. No negativity. Take that junk somewhere else. You heard me? But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm finna leave up out of here. God bless you all. Y'all continue to keep your head up. Keep doing your thing. I see y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Salute, much respect. And remember, we ain't stopping till we get to the top. I love you all. Remember, protect your energy at all costs. Be safe out there. And you will catch me on the next one. Brother Spiritual Warrior is out this thing. Peace.